On everybody out, man. What's up, man? Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, Twitch, and none less TikTok. What's going on with everybody out there today? I hope everybody having a wonderful day, man. Cause I am right now. I got a good show for y'all today, man. And today it's not gonna be live, but we'll be on time. Much family time needed. Everybody needs to spend time with their family. You know what I mean? Everybody does. But so today, y'all, I want y'all to tell me how my show went down in the comments, what you think, some things I could improve on. I need feedback from my audience, honest opinion, y'all. Whether y'all like some of the things, some things that you might like to see in my show, you know. And if I can get it done, I'll get it done. So let's, no further ado, y'all, let's get it popping. Y'all already know. So as y'all can see here, I got the copyright disclaimer up there. That's for any little thing that anybody might do. The lawyers are saying that I should be doing this before all my shows, just in case, you know what I'm saying, that one of the platforms decide not to, make good on everything, okay? All right. So, copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's get it. All right, let's go, man. So y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all like, sharing the stream and everything. We got that up there. Now we can get the show popping. Welcome to the From a Fan's Point of View podcast with Truckin Chubbzy, your host, the most graceful is bad, the most known, unknown podcaster that's out there right now, the best diamond in the dirt guy. Y'all already know. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Shout out to Bangs Bungalow. Shout out to CNC Naturals. Shout out the Rugged Remix. Shout out the 10 Podcast. Shout out to everybody out there on the grind. I see y'all out there supporting me and grinding. Want to send a special shout out to my sister Ashley, to my cousin Tasha, to my aunts Marine, my aunt Mikey, my aunt Rump, everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Todd Allen is doing my logo. Big up. So this is just some of the things I think about while I'm driving. Okay, we did that whole new little segment before we get into the sports, right? So really, I really, you know what I'm saying, I'm driving and I look at a comment and the guy made sense. He gave me some fair criticism. Like, look, bro, you kind of lost me on everywhere when you was talking about things. Cause, that's what I do. Sometimes I get sidetracked, but with the slide, but let's be honest. Did he check out any of my other content? So guess what I did? I brought it back up. A lot of people get mad at, their viewers when their viewers are telling them ways to improve, or when they're giving them a good debate, or they say something that they may not agree with. Podcasters, like, in that I don't agree with, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like, and that's what makes this show special, you know what I'm saying, long as you don't come on here disrespecting me, you know what I'm saying, on my live or in my comments, then I'll have a conversation with you. But if you're gonna be disrespectful and belittle me, then nah, I'm not even gonna rock with that. But your opinion matters here, you know what I'm saying, your opinion, and that's what makes this show so unique. From a fan's point of view, we are all fans of sports, you know what I'm saying. People might want to hear something about a baseball game or a hockey game or some so forth and so on. And I can't take that wrong. If he's gonna watch me, then yes, I'll put hockey in there. I'll listen to my audience. Y'all opinions matter here on the show, believe it or not. Now I'm not just gonna change everything, but you know what I'm saying, and just work around you, because whatever I'm doing, if once it get me to a certain level, it's been working so far, I'm not gonna switch all that up. But yes, I'll try to accommodate my audience. That's what makes my show so unique, and people will soon start finding that out. But I see it all the time. People come with some good debates, they want to debate, but then they say certain things, and it's just not fair. So really, when it's all said and done, just know how to take criticism, y'all. Constructive criticism, know how to take it. We can't be right with everything, and sometimes hearing no might do us some good for the future, you know what I'm saying? Because everything you can't hear everything, you know what I mean? Just don't know it all. So that's what's all I wanted to say, y'all, you know what I mean? No further ado, man, we gonna get up into the shizzo. So as y'all know, if you don't know, but well, you know now, because I'm about to bring it up to you. Some reasons why I believe Prime left JSU. And then he writes at the bottom, because the question is, and the question will remain even after all of this, are PWIs adopting HBCU culture? For you people out there who don't know what a PWI is, some people in the HBCU culture call predominantly white institutions, Purdue, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, so forth and so on, okay? So, are they adopting a culture? We'll get into that question. But for now, this is for the people who couldn't follow along with what I was saying about why I think Deion Sanders left Jackson State University. Now, let me make this clear. Coach Prime was absolutely heartbroken when he left Jackson State University. You can actually tell that family did not want to leave that school. I don't care. You could say a million things. You can say whatever you want to say. You can just tell by everybody the way they responded. But it just came to a point where Deion Sanders and, and Shiloh and Shador and everybody said, man, we got to go. Shador and Coach Prime was like, we got to go. And they was like, I know you don't want to go, son. They was hurt. They had to leave there. They wanted to run some business there. Shiloh didn't want to leave neither. He graduated from there, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did not. They was rooted there. And I'm about to get into some things, and I'm gonna show y'all. And while I'm going along with the slide, I'm gonna tell y'all some things of why I thought he left, and then we'll get into some sports. Believe that, but for right, this is why I think he left, and or PWIs adopting HBCU culture. Okay, let's get up in this one real quick. All right. So, the SWAC commissioner, and for y'all who don't know what the SWAC is, the SWAC consists of 12 HBCUs. I believe it stands for the Southwest American Conference, for football. Okay, the SWAC. Okay, if it's not that, then y'all can tell me, but it's the SWAC. Okay, so the SWAC commissioner, y'all, did a $600,000 TV deal with ESPN Plus. Now, this happened somewhere between 2015 or something like maybe it was right before Deion came or something, right? He did a deal with them. And while he was in that deal, you think about it, there's 10 schools in the SWAC. So when you break that down into 10 schools, that's $60,000 per school. Okay? A big HBCU like Florida A&M University, which is FAMU, shout out to the FAMU out there, you know what I'm saying? They has 10 sports. So schools as big as Florida A&M University, FAMU, they only receive $6,000 per sport. And that's for the duration of the contract, which this contract that he was in didn't end until 2025. So they're still in this contract. Okay? Y'all following me? Now, at this time, ESPN Plus had 22.8 million app people that was subscribed to the app purchases. Okay? But right now, they got 25.2 million. But that's besides the fact. Okay? So when you do the math and you break this down, ladies and gentlemen, ESPN Plus charges $9.99 per month to have the app. Now, when you per month with 22.8 million people at $9.99, that is $227,772,000. That's per month, ladies and gentlemen. Per month. Now, you mean to tell me if they're making that per month, how many people actually had to buy ESPN Plus to watch Jackson State University when Deion Sanders was there? And not only that, everybody was watching, they got back into watching HBCU schools, which are the FCS schools. Once Deion Sanders was there, a lot of FCS schools picked up a lot of viewership. We weren't just checking for Jackson. We was getting into Bethune-Cookman, Grambling again, Bowie State, Hampton University. People was checking Alabama State University. Everybody was checking out all the HBCU teams. You know what I'm saying? Southern University. People were watching the games again. So a lot of millions of people actually jumped. We can at least say 8 million people jumped to the app. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fair. That's a very fair number. Now, even if you broke that down, ladies and gentlemen, even if you broke that down, now we gonna do this real quick because you know what I'm saying. Some people wanted to know, and they said it was hard to follow along. So I'm breaking it down. So even if you took 8 million people, right? 8 million. So you do 8 million. Follow me. Times 9.99, and then you will eat. So that alone is a very crazy number. It's almost $80 million. The exact number is $79,920,000. That's how much that is. That's how much that is, y'all. Like, come on, like, quit playing with me. So the deal that they did with ESPN, and the traffic that they were getting was like, it was bad. And Coach Prime knew that. You know what I'm saying? He knew that it was a bad business deal. And he's like, I can't go on with this. You know what I'm saying? I can't go on continuing to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not things that he actually said out in the open, but if you read in between the lines, he didn't get paid ticket money. You know what I'm saying? Just came on and said that. He also said he'd be a fool not to entertain another job opportunity, in which they were only offering him at Jackson State, I believe it was $2 million, might have been $1 million, $1.5 million, but they also wanted him to pay his own staff out of this. Now, this is not this y'all. This is facts, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't just talking. I ain't just blowing smoke on my ass. And although they reportedly wanted to give him $1 million, and they pay his staff, the deal he did with Jackson State University when he first got there and took the job was $300,000. $300,000 was in his contract. Okay, that's you know what I mean. That's not even a fraction of what Colorado gave him starting off. But we understand it's a smaller school, whatever. But he was there for 3 years, so as time going on, he's not getting the money's not going into the football team. He built them a practice field. He built the auditorium where the team meets, the locker rooms. The money needs to keep going back into the football team, into sports, so forth and so on. All right. So next slide. So what did Jackson State Prime do for Jackson State University? Why is this question coming up again? I thought we already took over this. No, well, Big Loon, shout out to Big Loon podcast, up their podcast. He interviewed Dr. Umar Johnson. This is where this came from again. He said, no, he was down there for the money. No, I already told you 3 things what he spent, right? That's 3 of them. That's 3. So around $16.2 million in revenue for Jackson businesses only. That's just the businesses in Jackson. That's the revenue they got for Coach Prime being around there. That's how much traffic he brought. $16.2 million in revenue for Jackson businesses. Before he came, it was only $7.2 million before he came in 2018. Holla at me if you hear me. 2017, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Feel me? Now, the 2022 SWAC championship game generated $8 million in revenue. $8 million, ladies and gentlemen. But I ain't done. Hold on. Advertising exposure, $185 million, although his coaching contract was only $300,000. The home games in Jackson State University generated around $16 million. Home games. In 2021, Jackson State University was credited $30 million impact on the city of Jackson, Mississippi alone. This is why a lot of people in Jackson, Mississippi was pissed that Coach Prime left, because their businesses was booming. Business was booming around there. You know what I'm saying? Business was booming around there. Coach Prime was credited to, it's rumor has it, it's not a fact, rumor has it that the president at Jackson State University at the time was not too happy that Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime, was credited with that much revenue. He's the man down Jackson. Everybody loves him. He didn't want to leave. He was absolutely heartbroken. The question still remains: are PWIs adopting HBCU culture? Okay, I'm gonna get into that. Listen though. So I just broke those numbers down to you. And this is why a lot of people was mad about that, about him leaving Jackson State University. They were upset. They were, and they had right to be. But they did not know some business owners down there have been reported to had been reported to, okay? I said that. Had reached out to Jackson State University on behalf of Coach Prime, wanting him to stay, wanting to help pay him. Now, all this money that they got from him being down there, the city, the impact he had on the city, the impact he had on the school, the revenue, all that, and they was only trying to give him like a $1 million, $2 million contract. We'll say $2 million. What? And pay his coaching staff out of that? Are you serious? And even still, rumor has it, and I gotta say rumor, you know what I'm saying, that Coach Prime was still okay with that, but he's like, okay, let me put my accountant here and let me put my lawyer here, and I got no problem with making sure my staff getting paid. But they like, oh no. President like, no. You can give me the money and then I'll pay you. What do you mean? Give you the money and then pay the staff? This is come on, y'all, follow me. The president of Jackson State University wanted the money from him to pay his staff, but he's paying his staff, but he wants the money first and then he'll disperse it. But all this money that generated through Jackson State, $185 million, it did not go back into the facilities. These players and do not have the facilities to train their bodies in. They got to go there, take a bath here, shit. Bethune-Cookman was sharing equipment and all type of stuff before it came out. This is the kind of things that happen at these schools, because we cry for help, and then once we get the help, they say, okay, I want to take the funds, but the funds ain't going where they supposed to go. We just want to make sure the football team is straight first, because where I'm putting the money in, that's like Shaq giving to a basketball team at a HBCU. You know what I'm saying? He wants to make sure that basketball team is first dibs, and then you can make sure everybody else got whatever after this is done for them. Making sure they got nice hardware floors and so forth, whatever, rims, nets, whatever, hoops, whatever they heat that they want to make sure it go there. But they're always telling people, no, I'll take the money and then I'll do something else with it, and it's not going there. How do you know this, Truckin Chubbzy? Because I want y'all to Google it. Google how much money did Donald Trump give to HBCUs. People get heated when you say this, because first of all, they always got something to say about them. Like, I try to leave that stuff out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But in this case, y'all, he gave them $6 billion, y'all. $6 billion. Now, it was spread between all the HBCUs, and there's like 100 or something. So, everybody got a piece of the pie, but that's still $6 billion. Where did the money go to? It did not fucking go to the facilities and for the trainers. I don't even know if the bands got new tubas and drumsticks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, invest in what brings revenue to the schools. Keep crime. Like, I understand, like, they need good places to stay, right? They need better food. They need equipment. They need to be trained. Their bodies need to be trained. The bands is the shit. They play all kinds of good music and everything. Like, invest in where the money is. And then we'll move up to the Power 5 level. We might lose a couple games, but then you'll start gaining some of them athletes, because now you got the facilities for them to train in and recover their bodies in. And you know what I'm saying? And it'll happen. But we're behind the 8 ball like a motherfucker. They gave Dez Bryant hell for this, y'all. They gave Dez Bryant hell for saying that HBCU should move up. They did, y'all. They fucking did. I'm telling you they did. It's a fact. Started talking about education, knowing the damn man was talking about sports and football. But the problem is, all sports will have to move up into that division. And they take losses. I'm sure they'll take a lot of losses. But in the end, a lot of more people will want to go there because of the atmosphere around campus. You got what I'm saying? Like, it's up there. Like, Lil Wayne going to Boulder. College game day came down. First time they went to an HBCU. That was lit for them. He was bringing all kinds of stuff like that. But now Boulder getting to see Lil Wayne. I don't know. There's been mad celebrities. Wu-Tang went up there. Lou went up there. Rick Ross went up there. Man, you got all kinds of celebrities that going up there. While Owen Gilly took a visit up there. Like, and people seeing that, and they see the culture changing. This normally goes on at HBCUs, y'all. This is regular for HBCUs. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? This is regular for HBCUs. Straight up. For them to have black celebrities on, it's nothing. That just happens. Kids like, oh, who coming this week? Oh, Yellow Beezy. Oh, all right. Tell him. They probably got his number. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It's like that out there. That's why if they was to move up, a lot of kids, their campuses will get bigger, and the school will have to grow, and they'll generate a lot of revenue. It might be rough for the first couple years, but they're going to gain all the traction. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of white boys and white kids that like rap music. They like country music too. There's a lot of people that like rap now, not like country. Shit, I fucks with some of the country songs. Like, the truth be told, like, you know what I mean? Shit, I fucks with country. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like shit. You know what I mean? People like different shit nowadays. You know, it ain't just one thing. The cultures are clashing now. There's a culture clash now. What's going on right now? You know, and it's happening. And a lot of old white people, old black people don't like what's going on. You know what I mean? Because it's not the normal. But we're gonna keep it moving, right? I know. Follow me. And this is the question: are PWIs adopting HBCU culture? What do y'all think by now? So Coach Prime's hired at CU. You know, they can do things. I'm gonna get into that. They only had 268,000 followers before he got there. Now they got 2.18 million. Yeah, heard me? Nobody, let's just be real. Nobody really wanted to go to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? They barely got in-state players to go there. The best lineman in the damn fucking state of Colorado, I think he withdrew from Tennessee, but right now, but shit, he was damn near about to commit to Tennessee, and he's in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Can't be missing out on them bigs like that. There's a big that they might be missing on. He might be going to Tennessee. I doubt it now, because he gonna come in and start as a true freshman the way that line looking. You heard me? So 27.8 million in donations to the athletic department. You know what I'm saying? They reported 28 million, but it's probably more accurate to say 27.8 because it's close to. Okay, all right, it's close to. Each of their home games brings in $18.2 million into the Boulder economy. Come on. $14 million boost in ticket sales, which last year it was an increase of 42%. That is a huge bump for business. 42% increase. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like what they giving you with that ticket, an 8 ball? Nah, I'm just saying, nah, look, but for real though, like, look, I'm telling you, man, this is a great thing. And shout out to Rick George. Is it George? Shout out to Rick George, man, for real. God bless that man's heart, y'all, for real. Because, and I say this because he's a white man that's seen, even if it was just for a business thing, he said, you know what? I'm gonna get a lot of pushback. There's a lot of old white people in Rick's ear telling him how wrong he is for bringing them up there, the culture, this and that. I could just imagine the things that Rick got to hear. But the bottom line is being met. Colorado University is out of the red, ladies and gentlemen. And if it was just for that, it wasn't just for that. He really changed the culture up there. Those kids are doing, regardless of how the football team is doing right now or whatever, all his football players are doing excellent in school. And that's the number one thing. Give it up for them. You know what I'm saying? That is the number one thing. I tell my kids all the time, school first, then your sports. Period. A's. Feel me? And yes, the culture is there. And they're getting mad about it. And we know this, and we see it. Things like Shador, you know what I mean, throwing up his time, his watch. They making a big deal out of that. It's the culture. If he's at Jackson State University doing that, everybody's cheering for it. They writing about it. Yo, Shador flashing the $70,000, $100,000 bust down. Y'all, that was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? It's totally different. The culture's different. People don't like, they see the culture leaking in there. The culture is leaking in there. And I'm telling you right now, the band, they switching things up a little bit. The band playing a little bit lower, more, little, you know what I mean? Getting some pep in their step. But man, oh man, I'm telling you, if they take over, it's going to be it. But I think, and when I'm talking about the money, this is just some of the reasons why I think that he left Jackson State University. He did not want to leave, but they did not want to give him the control and the reins that he has at Colorado. He didn't want to run everything. He just wanted to do it how he doing in Colorado. Like, let me bring the money in and then renegotiate a contract with me. They didn't want to do that. They want to keep every fucking thing, but they don't put the money where it's supposed to go. But they doing it in Colorado. They make sure the football team getting paid, and the football team got new jerseys, and they got new cleats, and they all got visors, and they all got whatever they need. You feel what I'm saying? They making sure that team is straight. You feel me? And then now we can go help the basketball program, the ladies volleyball team, the swim team, and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but first, my boys need to be taken care of. Like, they even want to get, it's been reported that Colorado want to extend this contract, but I'm about to get into some more stuff. Listen, you know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that they let him go. And when y'all look on my videos on YouTube, y'all will see the HBCU Fumbled Sanders. They absolutely fumbled the bag. Thanks to the SWAC, thanks to HBCU down there, not all of them, but them ones, they fumbled the bag. How do you go into a badass deal with ESPN like that? How? That's pennies. That is pennies, y'all. Pennies. They throwing pennies. They make more money off black movies, Disney does, than what the fuck they was trying to give a whole college. Like, come on. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. Look how much Black Panther made up. That's all African culture. The movie's based on the African culture, folklore, superhero, right? Look how much money they made off that. Come on, man. I already showed y'all how much they was making per month just from the app, and that's if everybody pay their bill. Come on, man, they crushing it. They eating. How you think they able to pay Pat McAfee that money like that? Stephen A the money like that. All them people who over there, that's the top dollar making all that money over there on ESPN. How you think they making it? We pay it. Every time you pay your bill. Period. Point blank. It's just that simple. And I hope I broke that down for y'all enough as far as the money goes, and giving y'all a little bit of visual on like how the money went, and why I think that was some reasons why he left. And y'all could answer the question. Let me know down in the comments. Type the time of the video, the time the comment went in, or PWIs adopting HBCU culture. Absolutely. It's very profitable. Very profitable. And Rick saw that. And now other schools want other Deion Sanders Juniors. All right, y'all. All right. So the Buffs lose to the Stanford Cardinal. Damn. Man, oh man. And they was up 29-0, man. What a tough loss, man. The only thing that I can say about this is that, and look, I gotta take the good with the bad. Like, I'm a bandwagon Buff. I'm not gonna sit there and lie, and it's because of Coach Prime and Shador, and I've grown to love Trevor Woods. Like, I like Trevor Woods. 43 to safety. You know what I mean? I bangs with Trav. Travis Slush. First, we're going to go through some key points in the game. Some of my key points. You know what I'm saying? Just some of mine. It ain't all right. What adjustments did Stanford make? You know what they did? They stopped dropping their linebackers back in coverage. That's one adjustment that they made. And they started putting extra pressure on Shador, because of that O-line is a problem. Why didn't Olton McCaskill play in the second half? Like, I mean, the adjustments that they made, I mean, and the adjustments that Stanford made simply was that they started putting more pressure on Shador. Shador stopped they stopped giving him that running lane, and they started putting pressure on him to make him a decision. The problem was their corners was covering up enough. You know what I mean? It's hurting them. And I ain't trying to get nobody no excuses, but when you got these Florida boys trying to adjust to the West Coast time, like, it's going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be hard for them, especially playing these night games. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. Like, it's 1:00 in the morning. Like, like over there, that's, I mean, they're used to it by now. I'm not trying to get no excuses or nothing, y'all. I'm just throwing something out there. I don't know if that got something. I'm just saying, it's a human aspect. All right, but anyway, like, that's what they started doing. He had a hell of a game, and I said that. I called that. I said Shador maybe should scramble more. It's going to open up that offense more. And he was, man, it was looking so damn good. That defense played like trash, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it just gave up. The first half they played like all-stars. The second half, I gotta be honest, man. Travis looked tired. He was not dominant on one side of the ball yesterday, and I thought that Coach Prime said you can play both ways as long as you're dominant on both sides of the ball. He was not dominant last night. He was getting cooked all night, Coach Prime. He was getting cooked. He was getting cooked. I know y'all seen it. I know some of the Buff channels out there, y'all gonna give him a pass. Y'all gonna say no, that he was getting his ass cooked last night. The dude caught 300 yards. Like, he was going off. And it was the same thing. Slant. like slant, 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 slant. And I look, I crushed him. And he should have been pulled for that. No Cormani McClain came out there. I mean, at that point, like, he's struggling. Put somebody else there. 23 was getting cooked. Travis getting cooked. I'm just saying, man. Like, throw the man out there. They played him a little bit, but it was just not there. And therefore that he wasn't dominant on one side of the ball, according to Coach Prime in his own words, he should not have been playing defense last night because he wasn't dominant on that side of the ball. He wasn't. Offense, yeah, he made up for a lot on offense, but defense, no. He was getting ragdolled by receivers. He was. And they got in his head last night, and it was a stupid flag. Also, they had way too many damn flags last night. They just did. And the attitude of the team, the attitude of the Colorado Buffaloes is like, Shador got that. He got an attitude, dog attitude. Shiloh got that cool attitude, but I'm gonna ball you up. Like, they be hitting. They got some hitters, but it just, I don't know, man. It just, the identity for them coming back like that, yo, like, that's horrible, bro. It's horrible. Like, for real, like, that's one of the toughest losses to ever take, to be up 29-0 and then get walked down like that. Took Olton McCaskill out. I don't know why y'all did that. I don't know why, if y'all not gonna leave Mikey Harrison on the field, why not put Javon Antonio at tight end? I keep telling y'all, bring Dylan, put Dylan in the slot. Y'all got Hankerson, McCaskill, and Cavassier Smoke to run the ball. Dylan is Percy Harvin. What the fuck is he on the sidelines for, Buffalo? What is going on? What is going on? Like, he's too damn dynamic to be sitting on the damn sideline bringing water to old McCaskill and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, it just, like, he needs to be in the slot. He just needs to be. You think about it. You got Xavier Weaver. You got Jimmy Horn Jr. on the outsides. Dylan in the slot. Javon Antonio at tight end. And then you got one of the backs. Old McCaskill. Anthony Hankerson. You either got Charlie Alfred off. Savion Wilkerson. Got a lot of backs. Cavassier Smoke. But leave Dylan on the field. And then when you pulling Travis off, or if you want to pull off Zay or Horn, Travis, Dylan, you got to keep one of them dynamic players on the field. Travis or Dylan. Swap them two. Give Travis a break. I know he's excellent. He's good, but they played him too much. He looked tired. He may not admit that he wasn't tired, but you just looked it, bro. You looked it. You want me to be real with you? You look tired as shit, bro. They got in your head last night because they strong. Hit them weights. Hit them weights, baby. Hit them weights. A little bit harder. Woke up. You know, I really don't want to rain too hard down on their head, man, because they gonna get it. They gonna get it, you know, and rightfully so, man. You know, because when you win, you talk shit. So when you lose, you gotta be able to accept that. And I know it ain't good for when your team lose, but like you can't keep sitting there super biased and looking at this like, damn, like he may not be as good as everybody thought he was. Or somebody found his Achilles heel, or he just wasn't 100% last night. Which one was it? I mean, something. It was something. But he couldn't cover. He shit. I don't know. He couldn't cover nothing last night. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. And I don't know what's up with that. Moving on. This is Chubb's Big Games of the Day. Let's get it. So, this is some of my games of the day. By the time y'all see this, some of these games will be played. Some won't. But I just want to talk about them. So, let's get it. UCLA, Oregon State. It's a big game. Why is this a big game, y'all? Y'all like, oh, what are you saying? This is a big game. It's one of my big games. I picked it as one of my big games. It's a Pac-12 game, and it's important because the Buffaloes just lost another game, and they need a couple people to drop a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? The Pac-12 is a strong conference this year. It is. It's stronger than what a lot of people think it is. If I got to pick, the SEC probably got the best team for sure. They got the best teams. Then the Big Ten, then the Pac-12. But anyway, now I want to get sidetracked here. UCLA at Oregon State. Oregon State just put they straight up out physical played their last opponent. I mean, they did, y'all. They when they played Utah, they out physical. Watch the film. They're a very physical team. They're ranked number 15 right now. UCLA is number 18 right now. And UCLA ain't nothing to sleep on either. But by it being that game, it is a very important one. And I want to see what DJ Uiagalelei is going to do. I believe in him. He's old. He's an older quarterback. Been around the league. Played in Clemson last year. And some people may know, transfer from over there. That running attack over there is good. And that defense is even better. I believe they are a top 3 team in the Pac-12. Yes, I said it. Oregon State. Balling. And I think that they're going to win it. They're at home, but it is an important game. And if they're not on their A game and DJ cannot take care of the ball, because UCLA defense ain't nothing to sleep on either. But if he can't take care of the ball and they get to the quarterback, they'll walk away with that win. You never know with college football. If last night didn't tell you anything, then this game might. Oregon State, I'm taking them, all right? But just rock with me. So, then you got Louisville at Pitt. Now, most people say, what do you mean Pitt? Why I just want to get big games today? Well, because Louisville just came off of a win beating Notre Dame, right? Ranked number 14. People saying they're 6-0 for the first half. Pittsburgh is only 1-4. But they are playing in Pittsburgh. And for some reason, I don't know, think college football is upside down. I want to give my Pitt Panthers the benefit of the doubt. And they may be able to expose some things with Louisville. Now, I don't think they're going to beat Louisville. Let me just be realistic there. But what I do think is that they will expose some things with Louisville. They both are an ACC team. Okay? And they're going to expose some things. These schools are pretty much built to play each other well. Even if they get beat and stomped by others, you know, they took some beat downs, but this is college football. We just saw a 1-14 beat a 4-2 team last night. Don't count them out. Be on the lookout for this game. It got the potential to be a good one. Today at 6:30. All right, let's go. So, y'all saying who he got next? What? Ooh. UCA Trojans at Notre Dame. People think that Notre Dame is just going to walk off with this win. A lot of people, a lot of people think Notre Dame is just going to walk off with this win because USC struggled with Colorado. They struggled with Arizona. And I think they played to their opponent. I think they're just one of them teams, y'all. Hey, listen. Hey, y'all, look, listen to me. Like, when I'm watching Caleb Williams, that offense, and they get that branch tonight. When you look at that, him without Branch, you could tell they were getting off the slow starts, but with Branch there, that opens up that offense just that much more. Now, when you see that the back, they run pretty decent. That defensive line at USC, people criticize it a lot. And I think when you're hearing that criticism and that talk, you like, okay, I'm going to show up and show out. I honestly think, y'all, as their competition gets better and they're moving against better ranked opponents, you will see USC play better. It's like one of them teams that play to opponents, but you gotta be careful with that in college football. If I'm learning one thing about college football is that you cannot be playing down to your competition or up to your competition. You got to stay consistent. But hey, look, it's only semi-professional football. When you go to professional football, they find the best of the people who come out consistent every single week. They're consistent. They may have bad games. They may get shut down. They may not have a good, but they're consistent, right? And that's why you're a pro. Now, but these facilities and everything that these college students are getting, they have to start coming out more consistent. Now, USC has not played consistent ball on both sides of the ball just yet. One game. Not against a ranked opponent at least, or not, you know what I mean? So give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll just say, look, they're good, they're really good. But Colorado's a really good team too, but they're just not consistent. But USC, they're consistent. They're not consistent. I'm sorry, they're not. Yeah, I know I fucked up. But look, anyway, they have not been playing consistent ball, but I do think that they go to South Bend and they put something on the Irish. I think so, y'all. I just think so. They're fast. I think they might be too fast for that independent school. I don't know. We'll see tonight, won't we? Ladies and gentlemen? Ooh, he said, what? Why you so? Because I'm an Orthodox person. And when you look at this game, y'all see this game, and you're like, yo, Miami versus UNC. People like Kentucky, basketball school. Duke, basketball school. UNC, basketball school. And they are all ranked in the top 25 this year. In football. Because the regimen, the training, I say this every week, that is now out there for these athletes in football, as long as they're taking it serious and they're training, doing their weightlifting, taking care of their bodies and so forth and so on, these schools will get better. And these schools got great weight rooms. Their basketball teams are always great, right? But Miami is ranked 25. UNC is ranked 12. Right now, my cousin Amarion Hampton be running the ball out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, cuz. Yeah. Amarion Hampton out there running the rock for UNC. UNC's undefeated, but Miami only took 1 L this year. And they're going to play them tough. Another ACC game. Going to be a great rumble. And if UNC they ain't coming out and they not on their A game, and that passing attack, and that run attack, if that running that they do to balance the offense out, Miami, if they slow that down and make them one-dimensional tonight, either way, Miami walks away with that win, y'all. And I know it's like, oh, we making this seem so simple. It really is that simple. And I've been noticing that a lot with the ACC teams. For some reason, when you're making them one-dimensional, they're easily beat. Keep them down. The only ACC team that's not like that, shout out to them right now, is Florida State. They're just rumblers. But tonight, I believe this is an important game. This is one of my big games. This will prove who in the ACC is out there to rumble this year, because you also got, I mean, because not only this game, but we got a North Carolina State playing Duke also too. That's a good rivalry game right there. But they're 4-2, you know what I mean? 4-1, 5-0. You got a 4-2 and 4-1. Like, yo, I'm telling you. Oh, and when I say 4-2, let me make this clear. I was talking about the North Carolina State game and Duke game. You know that, North Carolina State's 4-2 and Duke is 4-1. Put two North Carolina schools, and they're going to probably go at it. But back to the game I'm on. See, I always get sidetracked. I always do that. Miami, UNC. Man, it's just going to be a battle, man. And I can't wait to see it. But if I got to pick a team and you want me to pick a team, I got to go with the U, man. Gotta go with the U. And I love North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk the North Carolina so much. A nigga got Tar Heels. Shout out to Suicide. Ooh, this game is probably yo. I know two top 10 teams. Oregon at Washington. Oregon is the truth, yo. Oregon is the truth, dog. Let's just make that clear. Bo Nix is that. Bo Nix is that. Do y'all hear me? Bo Nix is hard. But they keep talking about this quarterback. That Washington. And I told y'all Washington. I asked y'all last week. I said, is Washington underrated? We will see if they're underrated this week. This game, and I told y'all this game is going to show us a lot, but this game is definitely going to show us if they're underrated or not. Because the Washington Huskies, they got a squad. And they ball. Michael Penix has been throwing for almost 400 yards, averaging just about that per game. Their quarterback, their running back, Dylan Johnson, is a brick. But their passing game is the best. That's the thing that really take them over the top. And yeah, they play Arizona good, but Arizona ain't no walkover, y'all. Arizona ain't no walkover. You're just not about to if you go out Arizona just thinking you're going to beat Arizona, you probably going to lose. You probably are going to lose. You know what I mean? Because they caught some flack with that game. And people wonder, like, why would you get sidetracked and bring up that game? Because people, like, they only beat them by a touchdown and be like, oh, but y'all got to remember that Arizona they almost just took your seat out. Like, they ball. Arizona balls, man. They're not nothing to sleep on, man. They're just not. Arizona's nothing to sleep on. You know, a lot of these games they beat themselves. You know what I mean? You can easily argue that, they beat themselves turning over the ball. You know what I'm saying? Arizona, but other than that, to me, Arizona is a good team. But I'm talking about Oregon and Washington right now. Oregon, their run game, that read option that they got, Bo Nix throwing, their offense just looks so many different looks. They given different looks almost every other game. Like, when you really look at them and you really pay attention, it's different looks. Is he running the read option? Is he not running the read option? Like, what is Bo Nix doing? Or are they just straight running the ball? Or are they going to set up the pass? You know what I'm saying? Like, they look pretty good this year, man. They look prominent and pretty good. And I cannot wait to see this game. And I'm not picking nobody for this game because I don't know who's going to win. I'm just going to enjoy seeing both sides go out there and give us one hell of a game tonight. You hear me? This afternoon. I really am. Washington being at home gives them a little edge. But if Oregon does what they do, that crowd won't be in there too long. You know what I mean? They come out there with them color changing cleats, color changing uniforms, with some crazy feathery face mask or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it ain't no telling what they might do, man. That's Oregon. Shout out, man. Yo, that's it for all the college football for right now. But yo, man, games tomorrow. It was tough to pick the games, but I just went ahead and I picked a lot of the games. All right, I went ahead and I picked some games up. So tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, I'll be at the Super Bowl game. Shout out to my baby boy. Shout out to my baby team, baby Buckeyes. We are in the Super Bowl tomorrow. We play tomorrow, 10 o'clock. It's all or win for us. It's all or win. But we're in there. And I'm proud of my youngins, regardless of whatever. I am proud of them. They played, they've been practicing their hearts out all season. They got a lot better. And they fought last week, a double overtime playoff win to go to the championship. If that's not resilience, then I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? For real. Shout out to my babies. I went with the Titans. The Ravens just came off from playing the Steelers. They're banged up. And every time you get the Steelers and the Ravens after that game, that black and blue game, they're going to get hurt. They're not 100. Still pretty banged up. Titans are a physical team. I think they walk away with that win. All right. Panthers and Dolphins. I think that Bryce Young just is going to continue on trying to show what he got to show. And hopefully, the Carolina Panthers, they just hope to keep seeing them improve. I don't think the Panthers fans are like really super intent on like making a playoffs or anything. They just want to see them keep improving week in and week out. And for that, the Dolphins ain't playing. They really want to go for a ring. They're really convinced that they can win it all. And if they keep playing the way that they play, that they know how to, they will. Dolphins. Saints at the Texans. Tough pick. I wanted to kind of go with the older quarterback. They surprised me last week. The Saints did with what they did and pulling away with that one. But the Texans are very impressive. They're young and they're scrappy, man. They're young, scrappy, and CJ Stroud. I'm a big fan of CJ Stroud, so I just went ahead and went with the Texans. Not all the statistics and everything that's in it, man. That's another thing that makes this show so good, because statistically sound. I'm not all up into that kind of stuff. I'm an eye tester, you know what I'm saying? Maybe later on down the road when I got more time to put into this, I'll be sitting there probably doing a little bit more statistics to show my viewers and to be there, you know what I'm saying? Because people like hearing the statistics, you know what I'm saying? Makes you sound smarter. Yeah, well, the Texans are 79% due on the next gen stats they have for people that are running all in the top speeds. And the Dolphins do. Everybody that's in the top ran the top speeds this year. The Dolphins did it. Okay. And just things like that people like hearing about, right? The Falcons, they're a very young team. Statistically, their quarterbacks hit this person this many times, blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like hearing that shit. Like me, listen, yo, the Commanders are decent. They need a quarterback. I think they're a quarterback and another receiver away from a receiver or a tight end away from whipping people butt in that division. You know what I'm saying? For real. I do. I think that, because their defense is on the field so much that defensive line is good, and they're improving on the D-backs, but I think the Falcons pull away with that. I do. I just think the Falcons pull away with the win. Shout out to them. The Colts and Jaguars. The Colts, they are good. They are like, they gotta be, their record is not displaying like what they really are, because they play so tough, they play so good. But Trevor Lawrence is just that dude. He's crazy. And the Jaguars pulled one off last week. I didn't think they was going to, so I'm going with the Jags, man. The Seahawks at Cincinnati. Why'd you go with Cincinnati? Because Cincinnati's at home and they gotta start winning, man. Cincinnati it's just that simple for me on why I went with Cincinnati. They gotta start winning. They got to. So I'm thinking this might be the week for them to start. Keep something going up. Vikings at Chicago. I just think that Justin Fields came into his own. He found the stride of that team. He found that niche with that offense that he is in. He has found himself as a pro, the perfect balance. And I think that the Bears beat the Vikings. Upset. 49ers and the Browns. Hey, yo, I'm going with the 49ers, but y'all, look, I don't think it's going to be another blowout. I think the Browns expose the 49ers on some things tomorrow, y'all. I do, yo. People saying that, and why am I saying that? If there's one defense that we play against in the AFC North that I look at and I'm like, damn, don't make no mistakes. We got to play a fundamentally sound game to beat the Browns. If you are not fundamentally sound when you play Cleveland Browns, they will beat you. They're in our division, and I'm telling you, the defense is better than what a lot of people think. I'm just saying. Fans' point of view, I went with the 49ers to win, but I think the Browns expose some things. I don't think it's going to be an air out. I'll be surprised if it's an air out. And I'll get back on here next week and say, y'all, I'm surprised the Browns let the 49ers whoop them like that at home. Patriots at the Raiders. I went with the Raiders. The Patriots, Mac Jones, some things going on there. It just seemed like, how could I say this? Bill Belichick is wanting to control a lot of things again, too much on his plate again. And you gotta let them go and do their thing. But it seemed like the NFL has learned the secrets of Bill Belichick. It seems like teams has figured this out and they know how to beat the Patriots. They got his chess game figured out. And for that, I think that Garoppolo and them Raiders sneak one in at home. The Lions at the Buccaneers. The Lions are just dominant. I don't think, to be honest with y'all, I don't think that they just gonna walk away with a smash victory. This is another one of them games where I don't think that they're just gonna smash them, but I do think that they're gonna win. I don't think it'll be like a blowout, but the Lions are dominant and they've shown dominance so far, and therefore I will not go against them. So I'm going with the Lions. Cardinals at the Rams. This was a tough pick for me to go ahead with the Cardinals because the Cardinals have shown me to improve. I forgot to do my Dark Riders this week. God damn it. But my Dark Riders will continue to be the linebackers of the Bears. They're some of the best. Okay, the best. Number 1 and number 3 right now. Right, look it up. The Cardinals have shown me that they are balling. James Conner getting all these yards makes me sick to my stomach because he was in Pittsburgh. I know that he had to leave, but I'm just happy doing that. And if you look at it, they have Pittsburgh's third string quarterback starting for them, and they have our old running back. So our third string quarterback is now with the Cardinals, and they're having the success that they're having. And never mind. But I went with the Rams. Aaron Donald goes crazy tomorrow. They bottle up that whole run. The Rams defense plays faster than a lot of people think they is. Told y'all the Rams was better than what everybody was crediting them as. They wasn't going to struggle as much. And Matthew Stafford, he just keeps progressing week in, week out. I go with them. Period. Eagles at the Jets. Easy to me. Zach Wilson. Look, if I had anything to say to Zach Wilson, I would say Zach Wilson. Look, bro, you playing great. Just keep on improving. Don't go out there trying to play hero ball. Look to get better every week and step up your game. And that's it. Like, you know what I mean? I just play the game, and they maybe could pull out, but I don't think so. The Eagles are just dominant, man. If I had to pick two teams right now as of today for the playoffs in the NFC, 49ers and Eagles, man. I think they're going back, man. I think they're going back to the NFC Championship. I do. This is me. The last four teams, I'll get to that after this. The Bills are beating the Giants tomorrow. They're going to see. He's going to be mad that he's going up to Buffalo. I guess he hasn't been back up to Buffalo since he was coaching there. He's going to get a lot of love, but then Bills Mafia going to turn on him quick, and they're going to start putting the pounds on him. The Bills look to be the best team in the AFC, y'all. Yes, I said it. And I'm a Steelers fan. But I'm realistic with it, too. I'm in this space of sports. I love football. I know football. I study this game, and the Bills are the best AFC team. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. They are the best AFC team. It'd be hard to pick four from the AFC. Besides, because the Dolphins, Bills. Okay, anyway, Cowboys or Chargers. That's a Monday night game. I went with the Cowboys. They just got humiliated by the 49ers, and they're not about to lose back-to-back weeks to the Chargers, because the Cowboys are a lot better than what they played. If Dak don't step up his game this year, he'll be out the door. Like I said, I think we see a different Cowboy team, and I think they beat the Chargers. Now, if I had to pick four teams right now, four left teams in the NFC, I would go with the NFC, Eagles, no particular order, Eagles, Lions, 49ers, and the Rams. Yes, said the Rams. I don't know if the Cowboys do it. I just don't know. Maybe not. I'm sorry, Cowboy fans. Maybe not. But four from the AFC. If I had to pick four from the AFC right now, standing as is right now, surprisingly, I'm gonna go Jaguars, Steelers. I gotta go Steelers. I cannot lead them out of the four teams. That's why this is a fan's point of view. I cannot lead them out as one of my four teams. I just cannot do it, y'all. I can't. Jaguars, Steelers. Shit. I gotta be realistic. Can I go 6? No. For real though, Dolphins, Bills, Jaguars, Steelers. Period. Fair enough. At least 3, you know what I'm saying? Fair enough. I got faith in my team. Maybe we start picking up to play with them as my 4 teams, and I'm going with it. You know what I mean? Period. Yo, thank y'all for rocking with me today. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to go enjoy some much needed family time. Going to take the kid. I don't know what we're gonna go do, but I know one of the things is gonna go eat for sure. And It's okay to replay. Thanks for watching, y'all, and rocking with me. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I really do. Peace.